Hey there, and welcome back. So a few months ago, I talked about why accessibility matters, whether you're a developer, a website owner, or someone who just posts photos on social media. Today, we're going to circle back to that idea and give you some practical tips that you can use to help make the web a more accessible place. And like before, if you're a web developer, a website owner, or again, someone who just posts your photos on social media or anywhere in between, you're bound to learn at least one thing that you can use to make your stuff more accessible online. So let's get started. Your first and most powerful tool for accessibility is clean semantic HTML. Always use the correct elements for their purpose. Button for buttons, A for links, nav for navigation, and main for the main content. This simple practice gives screen readers a reliable map of the page, making it much easier for users to understand and navigate. And pro tip, if you absolutely must use a generic div for something interactive, make sure you apply the correct area roles and tab index to make it keyboard focusable and understood by assistive technology. Forms are one of the most critical parts of any website, especially for small businesses. Always associate a label element with its input field using the for and ID attributes. This is vital for screen reader users to understand what information to enter. When errors happen, provide clear inline feedback that is announced to the user so they know exactly what needs fixing. Imagine you can't use a mouse. Could you still use your website? Your entire site must be operable without one. Tab through every single interactive element, links, buttons, and form fields. The visual focus indicator, that outline showing what's selected, must always be clear and visible. Also, use a skip to content link to let keyboard users bypass large navigation sections and get right to the main content. Every important image on your site needs descriptive alternative text or alt text. This is what screen readers announce to users who can't see the images. If an image provides information like a chart, describe the information it conveys, not just what it looks like. For example, use chart showing a 20% increase in Q3 sales instead of a bar chart. If an image is just for decoration, leave the alt text empty so screen readers can skip it. Is your text easy to read against its background? For people with low vision or color blindness, poor contrast can make your content completely unreadable. You can use free online tools to check your color combinations against accessibility standards, WCAG 2.1. It's a quick check that ensures your message comes through clearly for everyone. Use your heading tags H1 through H6 to create a logical outline style structure for your page. Think of it as creating a table of contents. Never skip a level, i.e. jumping from an H2 straight to an H4 just for styling purposes. If you need to change how a heading looks, use the CSS to adjust the font size and weight. Links are meant to be clicked, but the text you use matters. Avoid generic phrases like click here or read more. Instead, make the link text clearly describe where the user is going. Something like download our small business marketing guide gives users with screen readers clear context, allowing them to navigate your site much more effectively. When you create a hashtag with multiple words, capitalize the first letter of each word. For example, use empower small business with the E, S, and B capitalized instead of empower small business with everything lowercase. This is called Pascal case, and it allows readers to pronounce each word correctly instead of mashing them all together. A little bit ago, we talked about alt text, and all of the major social platforms, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, have built-in features to add alt text to your images. Before you hit post, take a moment to add a simple description of the image. This ensures that people who can't see your image still get the full context of your post. Try to avoid creating graphics where the main message is text embedded in the image. Screen readers can't read the text that's part of an image file. If you do post an image with text, make sure you write out the full text in the post caption or in the image's alt text so no one misses the information. Emojis are fun, but a long string of them can be noisy and confusing for someone using a screen reader. Use them sparingly for flavor and try to place them at the end of your sentences so they don't interrupt the flow of your message. If you're uploading a video or an Instagram story, always add captions. Most platforms have an auto captioning tool that makes this incredibly easy. Captions are essential for users with hearing impairments, but they also help everyone who might be watching your video with the sound off. So that's it for today. I hope that you've learned at least one thing that you can use to help make the web a more accessible place, because everybody should be able to use the internet no matter what technology they use to browse the web. If you have any questions about accessibility, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. To see more videos about accessibility, web design, web development, Laravel, all that fun business, be sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring the bell for notifications. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.